Welcome back to the Savvy Campers, everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different than what we've done. We're going to start a new series on travel trailer purchasing, and we're going to show you some of our favorite models and what to look for when you're buying. Today we're going to focus on bunkhouses, and these are all going to be more premium models. As when I say premium, not necessarily premium price, but premium features and good construction and good usability as noted in their tank capacities, in their function and fit and features. So first off, we're going to get started and show you kind of the normal bunkhouse trailer, and these are all going to be unique floor plans, not just the normal. So this is the Keystone Bullet 243 BHS, and actually this is one of the models that we almost purchased for our first travel trailer. We ended up not doing it just because it was so big, and where we camp, we needed a little bit smaller trailer. But I would love to have a bunkhouse like this. We see this model typical in many RVs. They found a good floor plan, and other brands copy, and they're wonderful function. They've got good bunks, double bunks, outdoor kitchen, nice bedroom. They're really nice models. But today we're going to focus on a little bit different models that are half-ton towable, and they're not just the norm for some people like us that maybe want something a little bit different. So first off, we're going to start with the Grand Design Imagine XLS 23BHE. So this one is a little bit different. It's got the double bunks, nice big size. It's got dual privacy curtains, so you don't just have the single curtain that closes both of them off. Let's say one of them you want to keep open. The booth dinette is on the other side, so I think it's a little bit smaller than the Bullet, kind of the normal plan, because it doesn't have the big bump out here. But the whole kitchen slides out, so we have a nice flowing area right here to get to the bathroom, to get to your bed. It's very big in here. We've gone in this model, and it's a nice size. And Imagine by Grand Design, they have a good build quality. It's really quality insulation. It's good fit and finish. We really enjoy the Grand Design products. So we've got a nice shower, little linen closet. Storage wise, there's good storage. You've got a coat closet here, which a lot of RVs don't have, but there's not as much. There's one pantry. So not as much storage when you have two people sleeping in the bunks for their bags. The bottom bunk does have storage underneath it. And some of these models, you got to keep in mind, they don't. So imagine this much area from here to here as wasted space. And some manufacturers take advantage of it, but some actually don't. So it's disappointing to see some models that don't. But this one is a good model. We've got our overhead cabinets. And then this model actually has a nice pass-through storage. Aluminum entry steps. We've got an outdoor TV hookup area. And then we've got an outdoor kitchen with your barbecue, grill, quick connect, and your spray port. So instead of showing you all the inside pictures and qualities, you can go look for yourself. But this one has a good unloaded vehicle weight, 5,300 pounds. Really nice hitch weight at 500 pounds. Doesn't reduce payload off a lot of your truck. The length is important at 27 feet. When they get to be about 30 feet, that's a lot of trailer to tow. Freshwater capacity, 43 gallons. That's a good size. Could be bigger, but the gray water tank, 82 gallons. That's a lot of gray water. We love to see that in trailers so that you could, if you're off grid, you can go get water somewhere else in your pickup and fill your freshwater tank, and then you still can store it in your gray water tank. Your wastewater, your black tank, even 25 gallons is quite a bit. You have to remember that if you're at a campground and it has bathrooms, you might use those. But 37 gallons, that's a lot for waste. The furnace is a great 25,000 BTU, as well as the other features are standard. It's got a queen bed. It's smaller than a normal queen. It's an RV queen. But there's solar options on these that you can have quick connect for adding solar on the roof. They have nice walk-on roofs. The Grand Design is a good product. So this is the first model. Now let's move on to the next unique model. So the next unique model is going to be an Outback 2240 URS. So this is an interesting one. It has a slide out the back. I wish that they would create one with a slide out the side for your couch or maybe your whole kitchen to move, but they haven't. So it does get a little tight in here, but it's not too bad. This model is unique because it actually has a toy hauler space. So you could fit some motorcycles in here, an ATV, your paddle boards, different things like that. And then you have 2 bunk beds up front. So the cool thing about this is that you actually have a separate bunk room. There's plenty of storage, plenty of room for the people that are staying in here. So that's really nice to have a separate room if you're with your in-laws or you just want to give your kids a separate little bunkhouse room and not bug them. We like the mid baths in models. They you can walk in and take a bath without having to traipse through the whole RV and get everything dirty. The king bed actually folds. It's a slide out, so it comes all the way in here. So really, to use any of this, you have to have the slide out, and it's a king bed. That's a big bed. We like seeing this model. We've been in it before. It's very spacious in the bed. The only downside with the slide out in the bed is I have heard that it does get a little cold just because the insulation on slide outs is not as good as your normal RV. But if you don't camp in, sub 32 degree temperatures, this is a good model. Even if you're camping at those temperatures, the Outbacks are insulated well. They're sealed up well, but you may not want your bed to be out the back. I don't know where the heat vents are, but I doubt there's a heat vent blowing on you when you're back there. The cool thing about this is you've got a king bed here, you've got 2 bunk beds, you've got a sofa sleeper, and then you've got a booth dinette that turns into a sleeper. So you could sleep a lot of people. You could even put an air mattress on the ground here. That's a lot of people. You've got a 10 cubic foot 12 volt fridge standard. So that's really nice. You could go to the 8 cubic foot 110 propane. I would probably do that. I'm not too keen on the 12 volts unless you have a good solar package and you're not camping in the brush when you're boondocking. If you're plugged in a lot, it really doesn't matter. Now let's move on to the specs. So the 240, it is about 5,100 pounds, probably a little bit more once you get propane and things like that. Cargo carrying capacity, 2,400 pounds, that's great. Hitch weight, 590, it's nice and low. Length, you're 28 feet. So imagine you have a 28-foot trailer, but then you can bump your bed out. That's a lot of trailer. You got to keep in mind your campsite size because that will push out probably 6 feet. Freshwater tank, you've got 60 gallons. You've got a lot of gallons there. Gray water, I wish we would see this a little bit bigger, a little bit more than 30, but that's what it is. So there's some ups and downsides. I like to see a little bit more. We boondock a lot, but if you don't boondock a lot, and you can always use your outdoor shower when you're showering and you don't fill that up. But this is a great model if you want something a little bit different and maybe you have one ATV and you want that king bed with a lot of sleeping space. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could probably sleep 8 in here comfortably. That'd be a crowded RV, but dang, 8 in a little 24-foot trailer, that is a lot of sleeping room. All right, so next off we have the Outdoors RV Timber Ridge 23 DBS. Outdoor RV produces excellent models. Their build quality is really top notch. If you are into cold weather camping, this is the RV for you. And obviously insulation works both ways, so if it's hot weather camping, this is great. It'll stay cool nicely in the summer and then stay warm in the winter. So we've got double bunks here. We've got a normal bathroom in the corner. We've got a little dinette and then your queen bed. So it's pretty close to the normal floor plan we've seen. Outdoor RV quality is a lot. It's very nice and it's built to be in the outdoors and the different climates. So it is a little bit heavier model. It's still half-ton towable, but you're approaching with some trucks that you won't be able to tow this model. You're a hair under 28 feet. Freshwater tank is 80 gallons. That's a lot of water. And then you have to remember that you add 10 gallons for your water heater. So this does have a nice big water heater. So you've got 90 gallons of water that you can take on your camping trips. That's a ton of water. Your furnace, instead of a 25K, it's a 35,000 BTU furnace. So this will heat up quick and keep you warmer. It will go through more propane though, so keep that in mind. But they do include 60-pound propane tanks, 230s. Most of the time you have 220-pound. Gray water tank is 40, black water tank is 40. So the only thing on this model, I wish it would have a little bit more than 40, but that's 40 is still quite a bit. If you use 4 or 5 gallons when you shower, that's still a lot of showers. Cargo carrying capacity, 3,600 pounds. That's a lot. This is a quality. It's got quality axles. It's a quality RV. We really like outdoor RV models. They're beautiful inside, and their fit and finish is really nice. If you want to see more, you can go check out the pictures for yourself. Actually, I'll throw up the Matterport here just to get an idea of the fit and finish. So it's nice when they add windows on all 3 sides of the slide so that you feel more outside. And then they have a nice skylight in the living area, which is nice to have. So next off, we're going to go with a small one. This one could be towed by, if you have a Jeep, half-ton pickup, an SUV. It's a nice model. This is the 199 by Jayco. I think it's the MBS. It's kind of cut off here. But anyways, in such a small travel trailer with your total length of 23 feet, you've got double bunks, you've got an outdoor kitchen, you've got your nice size fridge, microwave, kitchen area, you've got a Murphy bed. Some people like them, some people don't. We have one. Some days we like it because we can change it to a couch. Some days it's kind of a pain because you have to make it every day if you want to put it up. It's got a nice size dinette in the slide out, and then a nice tub and shower. So looking at, I don't want to call this a micro RV, but this is one of the shortest ones. But look at this, 55 gallons of water. That's a ton of capacity. Most larger travel trailers don't have 55 gallons. Your gray tank and black tank are 30.5. Those are good sizes. Then you do have a nice 60-pound propane tank capacity. Unloaded weight is about 4,600 pounds. Your hitch weight is 660. So for an RV this size, it's a little high, but your cargo carrying capacity is 1,090. You have to keep in mind if water weighs about 7 pounds per gallon, times that by 55 gallons. So that's almost 400 pounds of your cargo carrying capacity just in your water. So I've seen some that only have a cargo carrying capacity of about 500. So this is decent, but you'll have to watch that when you load it with all your propane, your batteries, your tools, things like that. It's got an 18,000 BTU furnace. For an RV this size, that's plenty. So we like this model. It's Asdel, so it won't rot or mold. Great. Jayco makes a great quality RV or travel trailer, and we like this model. If you're looking for a little something smaller, if we were to have this, we probably wouldn't even use the Murphy bed. My wife and I would use one of the bunks and our daughter on the other bunk, and it would keep a nice living area while maintaining a shorter RV to get into those hard to fit spots. So the last and fifth RV is a new model for this year by Cougar. It's a Keystone product as well. And this is a little bit more unique just because the kitchen orientation, and then it throws a refrigerator on the slide out. So you do have a lot more room. When you walk in, notice the width of this. This is a wide area to walk in. Most of them have a very narrow area. So this model has a king bed, which is awesome to have that little bit bigger bed. If your kids want to jump in bed in the morning, or if you just like to spread out. This is a nice size bedroom. It's got nice area for your clothing to store. Your dinette is nice, large, U-shaped. Still, you could probably fit a couple adults and a couple kids. It's not like you can really fit 6 people here. These models come in a new bright and white interior colors. We looked at one the other day. They are beautiful inside. double bunk, and then you have the cargo door so you can put bikes in, things like that, and not have to track them through your RV. You could throw a kayak in, paddleboard, things like that. We took paddle boards in our travel trailer last year, and it's a pain in the butt if you don't have a cargo type door. So that is very handy to just slide them in the back. Let's look at the specs of this one. This one has some great specs. So the shipping weight is going to be 6240. Cargo carrying capacity 2,500 pounds. Hitch weight is a little high on this model. That's 800 pounds. So if your payload is 1,200 pounds in your truck, you might want to not look at this RV, because then you'd only have 400 pounds in your tow vehicle of payload left. Lengthwise, you're a hair under 30 feet. This is a little bit longer RV. Freshwater tank, 60 gallons. That's a lot. Gray water, 76 gallons. We love that. That's awesome to see a 76-gallon tank. And then your wastewater is 38. That's a very good sized wastewater tank. Comes with 60-pound propane tanks, 230 pounds. And there's solar prep on the roof. There's a lot of features on the Cougar models that are higher end. I think it has power jacks and things like that. But overall, all of these models are good, high-quality models, and they are different, unique floor plans than what you see in most of them today. So if you want a unique travel trailer, one of these is going to be top-notch for you. And we hope that we hope that going through these 5 unique bunkhouse half-ton towable models helped you out. If you have any questions or suggestions for other models that you've seen, please leave that down in the description, and stay tuned for our next video, because we're going to keep this up and go through different travel trailers. Sometimes we know it's tough to find a travel trailer that's a little bit different, because you might have a unique scenario where you don't want just the normal travel trailer. So it's kind of fun to find these diamonds in the rough. And so hopefully you subscribe so you can stay tuned for the next travel trailer video where we look at different types. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.